Right, I've been asked to come on a little bit. I'm on the road, so I'm limited with resources at the moment. But this is a message of love, peace, protection, and we're going to check in with the herbal deck. And big time of needing to protect ourselves. There is going to be a lot shaken up this year. A lot of rebirth, death, transformation, a lot of secrets being revealed, a lot of people unable to hold on to the masks and the fake personas and just behaviour that has been part of the old paradigm that has been on its way out for a few years now. And we need to be leaning into the desire to shed the skin that we've outgrown and come to a place where we're really leading with our heart. There's never-ending pain and there is love all the time, and I trust that when we lean into our personal journey of healing, when we look at ourselves truly and without the distortion of external validation or things, the heart gives us the most incredible wisdom and guidance for how we need to be moving through our day-to-day lives and choices that we need to be making for ourselves for our highest good. That's the continuum, that is the goal, and the focus is for our highest good. We might fall off the wagon and there are going to be waves to this strange new reality that we're moving through, but when we live in love and connect with our heart, it is not possible to be mean or a bully to our brothers and sisters. As I said before, it's not a case of maintaining all relationships in our lives that do not serve us no longer. We can outgrow places, people, things. This is not a judgment on the other. This is just where we are moving to right now. We are dropping the dead weight. We are being encouraged to focus on what we need to prioritize to get to where we need to get to individually and collectively or in our communities. To stop looking outside for satisfaction, stimulation, and soul purpose. That comes from within, and it's a time where all of us need to come together at different ages. We need to respect our elders. The elders need to listen to the youths and to what they might be experiencing in quite an unsettling time. I'm not focusing on the negative of what's to come. There are incredible positives, but there has to be some level of discomfort before we all level up collectively, and this is what we've been feeling, many of us, for quite a few years now, or months, depending on where we're at on our personal journey. No one is more ahead than anybody else. We just have our own mission and levels to unlock according to I believe, the contracts or the relationships or the partnerships that we've signed up for with our soul family, soul group, before we come to this realm. And there is a whole heap of magic, without that word triggering anybody, for people that have experienced witchcraft and spell work, and the negative use and work of this age-old wisdom and knowledge, because essentially without rituals and spell works we can just look to nature. Magic. We are magic. Our bodies, everything in the universe that is coming out in terms of AI and medicine and everything, like it does take the human body and this incredible machine as a source of inspiration. It's incredible what our mind and body can overcome when we look after it, when we treat it with love, when we nourish the different brains. Gut health relates to brain and mood And if we're still not putting things in our body that nourish the gut, and just line it with over sugar, over alcohol, over salt, over grease and fat, we limit where we can move mentally. And that will mean whatever it needs to mean to you. We can move things with our mind. We can create the visions and dreams that we need to fulfill the legacy and the missions that we have been given, or we've chosen before coming here. And different channels coming through now, so I'm going to just ask the herbs to see if there's any messages for the collective or any specific soul that is watching this. A lot of movement. I'm going to continue just shuffling. You usually get one card from this deck, not the 3 card pulls for anybody that's seen any of the other. There you go. And I was just talking about magic, and it's 20, Lavender Weaver. And it's quite beautiful because the start of the reading is about protection. Lavender is highly protective as well. And also a lot of us might be getting, I don't really want to use the word download or upgrades. We might be getting new visions in the nightscape, like in our dreams. There might be a lot more lucid dreaming, dreams coming back to us, messages through dreams. And so connecting with lavender as we descend into sleep, creating those nighttime rituals where we come away from the screen and we might have a herbal tea. You can obviously add lavender to beautiful blends of teas, like in the herbal shop I was working at before, we did a beautiful blend of skullcap, lavender, rose and passion flower. I think that was it. But there's a few blends that you can also incorporate lavender in terms of tea, but as a herb in terms of fragrance, the allure, the aroma. Some people might think it's a bit old granny, but it's very powerful, especially if it's going into the body in terms of oils that we can make. You can infuse homemade oil with lavender and working with the body, sensuality, getting lavender into the cells, into the bloodstream. It's very, very good for the nervous system. And it's protective. There are angels here that are connecting with the violet indigo. You could be a indigo child, or one we might consider ourselves indigo children, that this plant could potentially activate. And so being a weaver as well, it's like weaving the different timelines and the different realities right now to forge our way through potential like darkness and the rebirth and the discomfort of shedding the skin. As whenever anyone has ever watched anything that sheds its skin, like the snake, this being the year of the snake, which is soon approaching, it comes off in stages. It's not slip off, like a onesie comes off. It's the snake wriggles out slowly, and there's bits. It's a process. It takes time. Although there is a speeding, a quickening that many of us are feeling right now, and that 2025, and I'll sped up with my words then, that this year is going to be very fast, and how that word is interpreted now will be different according to how all of us perceive time, because again, we're all at various stages of our awakening and remembrance. I want to say like soul remembrance, like coming back to soul. We won't be able to connect with our soul unless we've activated our heart chakra. We will have a soul, and it speaks to us in different ways, different languages. I can't tell somebody else what their soul's saying to them. We can only try to evoke, inspire, activate true, real love, because there's a lot of trauma bonding out there. There's a lot of things that exist in what people perceive as love, but is not actually true or real love. it's codependency. It's people not wanting to be alone, and some people don't like that I say this, but this is just the messages I've been told to relay. And then 10:11 on the clock. So yeah, without letting this be too long, lavender might be something that you would like to either incorporate into your body work or into your gut, your nutritional health at the minute, so that we can level up. And I just wanted to connect with frequency 528 hertz, which is said to be the universal love frequency, and I have a little tuning fork which I've been, as I said, I'm limited with some of my stuff because I'm back on the road, but you may be drawn to listen to 528 hertz. And I just wanted to do a bit of clearing, 1055, before I'm off.